Welcome in, everybody. Our final best of 3 of the day. Thank you all for your patience, as we did have a small delay on getting into Haunted Mines. Some subs were coming through. So we have Germany number 2 versus Sweden number 3. Alrighty, there's the 10-minute gamble. There we go. Here we are, everyone! Here we are! Final map of the day. First time I'm seeing both of these teams. As a reminder, Team Germany number 2 is going to be having 2 subs today. So this isn't their full roster. We'll see what's going on with that. But this is another map in Group B. If you'd like to check out the bracket, exclamation bracket. If you're unsure about why it's Germany 2 and Sweden 3, it's basically this is the second German team that signed up of the 3 that signed up. This is the third Sweden team of the 3 that signed up. So in the future, when we do, France number 2, France number 3, UK number 2, Czech Republic number 2, I believe as well. I think we have 2 Czech teams. But either way, let's get into it. It is Haunted Mines, no map bans. This is going to be scroll. Map choice. Yeah, Mr. Tycho won the coin flip, and Mr. Tycho is on the side of Team Sweden, right? Yes. So yeah, Mr. Tycho won the coin flip, opting in for first pick. No, map pick priority. Sorry, that gives Germany number 2 the first pick. Interesting. Sorry, I misread that there for a second. This is the Meta Madness style of draft. The heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps within this best of 3. 90 heroes are available. Bans at the top of the screen do not carry over, so Blaze could be played in map number 2. Maybe we'll see a map number 3. We have not gotten a third map in this tournament yet, and this is the 8th best of 3 that we've seen so far. I believe that catches you up on everything that you need to know. Let's get into it. Haunted Mines is in the map pool. That'll be the starting map here. Hogger will be the first pick for the side of Team Germany number 2. We'll have Sweden. I think I'm just going to stick with Germany and Sweden. I think you guys can figure out at the top of the screen. I don't think I need to say number 2 and number 3 every time. Rhaegar Yrel will be on the right side for Sweden. Germany, what do they want to pick up with the Hogger? Is there an early Sylvanas for Siege? I like this a lot. I also found out recently from Uki, Uki did mention that on this map, the scaling of the golem stops when 60 Risen Minor Skulls in total have been picked up. So, Sweden could get 30, Germany could get 30, and that's the point where the scaling stops for the golem. So if 60 skulls are picked up by the 4-minute mark, you won't get a 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. scaling on the golem. It stops at that moment. So that's a little tidbit I learned from Uki recently. Shout out to them for providing some great insight for the casting and commentary. Ana will be banned by Sweden. We're also going to be seeing a main tank ban possibly. Garrosh was banned. Could be a Diablo. You could see a bit of a dive draft. Could be a Nubarak as well. Cocoon is a nice way to lock people down. I feel like it'd be a tank ban. That's what I'd be leaning into if I was the drafter. Oh, I mean, I'm kind of correct. It is a tank, but not a main tank. But yeah, Hammer's going to be banned away on the left-hand side. Germany going to get rid of that. Sweden, what will they pick up with the Rhaegar and Yrel? They've got some dive and control, but what direction they want to go into? They're going to divey, or are they going to be building up a bit more just control with maybe like a Junkrat or something? Uther Vala leads me to believe that this is going to be we want to step up into composition, and they'll flex their last pick. Could be another Bruiser. I don't think it's going to be a tank because I think it's main tank Uther. You got the Rhaegar there as well. We could see like an Imperious or a Thrall. Both of those would work well with this composition for Sweden. You could Zarya actually as well. Zarya wouldn't be too bad for the Hyper Carry Vala. Last picks on the left side, Malfurion and Chromie. I like this a lot. Malfurion for the innervate value onto Sylvanas, Muradin, Chromie. You can actually innervate Hogger, right? Because it's not only mana return, but it's also a faster cooldown on your basic abilities, right? I forget the cooldown percentage, but I believe the innervate does trigger off of that as well. Last pick on the right side. Do we get a Zarya? Do we get another Bruiser? I don't think it's going to be a tank, and I don't think it's going to be a mage. I think this is a hyper carry Vala situation. And there's the Imperious. Stabby Daddy coming through. I love it. I hope you do. Get your gambles in. This is the final best of 3 of the day. Team Germany with two substitutes from my understanding, Team Sweden. First time I'm seeing them. A lot of names I do recognize. Very excited for this overall. Let's get into it. Here we go. Yeah, the original is Tim Curry. The original is Tim Curry. The remake is some younger guy, but he was very, very good. Oh, you can't turbo? Oh, I thought you could still innervate non-mono. I thought you could still get the cooldown. Okay, today I learned. On the left-hand side, it's going to be the members of Germany. We've got the Evil Hogger, Dexon on the Muradin, Shazak on the Malfurion, Schmidvarg, I think, is the Chromie, and Cerny on the Sylvanas. Right side of the map is going to be Team Sweden. We've got a Mr. Tycho Vala, Hanzuka on the Rhaegar, a Time Bullet Uther, Star Zerg on the Imperius, and Oscar will be playing the Urel.
5, 4, 3,
Journeyman cooking,
2,
you're
1.
looking at a Unrelenting Torment, Time Walk's Pursuit, Emerald Dreams, and Muradin Dwarf Launch, or Dwarf Block, sorry. Creed of the Hunter Vala, Colossal Totem, Hammer of the Lightbringer for the Uther, Dauntless Urel, and Imperius, Stabby Daddy. Celestial Charge level 1. Oh! Solarian Flare, Consuming Flame. Increases center damage to Solarian Flare by an additional 125 and slow him up by 15. First hero hit with the Solarian Flare restores 30 mana. Lobe gathered, Time Trap active. No level 4 values from Chromie for speed or armor debuff. She's not taken on level 2 yet. The Evil versus Oscar in top lane, having small back and forth. Looks like Hogger will tap well. Got a contest over this camp. The staggering blow will be coming through. Starzerg lands a big celestial charge on the enemy. The multi-shot from Vala. Muradin goes down. Imperius to be traded. Oscar dives in deep, but Oscar should be taken down here. Hogger gets picked up by Vala. Oscar lives. And Uther gets sniped by Chromie at the end. Vala, no! Gonna try and... Oh my god, the ghost heals from Uther saving right there. Rhaegar chain heals coming out as well, but yes. Malfurion, Innervate, grant allied hero 20% of their maximum mana over 5 seconds while affected by Innervate. Their basic ability cooldown recharges 50% faster. So that phrasing makes a lot more sense. That yeah, you can't Innervate Hogger because he wouldn't be affected by Innervate. I hear possession from Sylvanas and bottom, but let's go ahead and take a look at another camp to be worked on over here. Solarian Flare finds the time trap. Chromie did go into Abhorrel Anomaly, which means she has more time traps, and she also has the faster arming time from Time Walk's Pursuit, and she also has a lower cooldown on time traps. I believe this takes it to a 7-second cooldown because it's 15 baseline. Celestial Charge again into the Hogger. There's going to be a root from Malfurion. Rhaegar lunges in to try and get some more damage. The Evil gets a staggering blow. Hog wild off the loot horde on the ground. Hanzuka is going to be maybe taken down. Gonna zig and zag. The Stormbolt hits at max range. The sustained damage from Vala is pretty decent, but it's going to be Imperius taken down. Vala with 77 stacks at 2-minute 40. That's actually wild, dude. 91 for the Sylvanas, by the way. That's pretty good as well. Hogger, Journeyman cooking at 11. So you get 10 extra health per stack. Up to a max of 750. 32 for your Hammer the Lightbringer for Uther as he picks up a couple more on this camp. Right side, Sapper for top 1 minute 30, Sapper for bottom 38 seconds. Golems will be blue in the bottom, red in the top. There's RNG on that. And they will swap sides each time they respawn, so the second objective will blue in the top, red in the bottom. But we have the Risen Miner Skulls available. Does seem like the south side is being mostly managed by Sweden. They have a small lead, but we'll see if that works out. Time Walk's Pursuit to get vision over here on the right. And all that's left is the Underworld boss, I do believe. Uh-oh, Urel? Time Trap as she tries to back away. The Staggering Blow, the Avenging Rat to the side. She does have Hand of Freedom. Staggering Blow again. Righteous Hammer. The Chromie Sandblasts are good. And Urel is going to have a nice beach day. But scaling, as I had mentioned for the Golem, has stopped at 3 minutes. It was 3 minute 38 or so and 60 was hit. But it does seem like there was a small conversation. Oh, do we want to stop? Or do we want to siege a little bit more? Do we want to maybe grab some camps? But it doesn't seem like that'll be the case. This camp over here was grabbed, the Sapper camp, and did get fed. It was fed into bottom lane Fort Gate. There we go. Freezing getting a little muddled here at the end. It's been a long day of casting. A great day, though. 68 on the blue golem, 32 on the red. We'll go ahead and pop up the stats for those, and we can at least show you what it looks like for these golems. Can you early grab them? No, you can't with the box. Okay. Alrighty, Team Germany looking to siege in through bottom lane. Fort Gate.
Well done.
30,773 HP with 595 damage in the bottom. I'm going to quickly grab the top lane and get his vision back in the bottom here. 20,638 on that top lane with 339 damage as well. So the big golem in the bottom pushing in. We do have Starzerg looking to back away. The Haunting Arrows from Sylvanas level 4 were activated, which locks down the structure. The slam from the golem. I thought it was going to zone the enemy's back, but Imperius will be able to take down the Muradin. Chromie falls to the Urel in the top lane, and so Urel should get some decent siege here. The Golem's low, but she's got an inspired minion wave. Bottom lane Golem, is it going to take down the fort here? It's going to be kind of close. Fall sustained damage is pretty good, but they will confirm the fort with this Golem. Alrighty. Top lane will not be taken down, but as I said, significant damage, down to a third of its overall HP. Do you know what map you miss? Warhead Junction? Alrighty. Alright, sorry, I'm skimming chat really quickly, making sure I wasn't missing too much. Good to see you, Ace, as well. Happy Sunday, bud. Final best of 3 of the day. Map number 1. Gamble is concluded as well with a big Sweden relief. Zappers low in this top lane. Oh, they don't get the charge in, as Mr. Tycho is going to be able to multi-shot fall to the side. We do have 101 plus stacks from Zavala. Starzerg is trying to get away, but the staggering blow will be there, and Hogger gets another kill into Imperius. And Time Watch Pursuit gets vision of a few enemies by the fort gates. It rhymes with Snorehead Grunction. That's good. Hammer the Lightbringer almost done for Uther. He's actually going to finish it while bonking onto this top lane fort. Muradin dwarf tossing in with the heavy impact. Level 7 Rain of Vengeance from Vala is the answer right back into Dexon. And Muradin will be able to get his Stormbolt upgrade. Hogger hortipulting in immediately. It is Slowing Sands, Wailing Arrow, Tranquility, Avatar Hortipult, Bloodlust Rhaegar, hello, Divine Shield, Wrath of Majerus, Ardent Defender, and Rain of Vengeance. Bloodlust! 90-second cooldown. Grant nearby allied heroes 40% attack speed and 35% movement speed, and cause them to heal for 30% of the basic attack damage done to their primary target. Lasts 6 seconds. Golems spawning. Sorry, Risen Miners spawning once again. And as I mentioned, the respective golems will be spawning in opposite lanes. Blue on the top, red on the bottom. Siege Giants pushing up in top. Urel is probably going to go deal with that. She has her own Siege Giants pushing in through bottom lane. 30 skulls have already been picked up by the left-hand side of Team Germany. As they're going to get a few more over here on the left-hand side. We might have a small clash over the center area. Vala multi-shot helping out the enemy. Vaulting to the side, trying to keep that hatred at max. So there's going to be a Divine Shield applied to the Vala. She's going to look to get to a better position. Argabargle from that Rhaegar will be active. The Bloodlust is coming through, but isn't enough to take down the Evil or even Sylvanas. Mr. Tycho is not too low. It's going to be Sylvanas taken down by the Vala, as well as Rhaegar picked up by Chromie. Wrath of Angiris into the corner. Imperius is going to be able to dive through the gate, but he will be unable to get through his own gate. And Vala sneaks away on the south side of the map. Shillhearth out, but as that happens, we have some vision to be grabbed. Hogger clearing out Siege Giants at bottom. Urel is a wave push up onto the fort in top lane. 28 skulls remain, and that is what's going to be on the Underworld boss.
Hear the Banshee Queen.
Big bolstered wave by Sylvanas here. A lot of possession on some of those units, or a lot of possessed units. Fight to break out around the Sabricate. Portavolt in from the Hogger as well. Ardent Defender activated by Urel. Avatar from Muradin. Imperius is going to be time trapped for a moment. Starzerk looking to back away, but the Stormbolt lands. The Root is going to block the disengage path, and another kill into Imperius. Hogger is deep in the enemy side of the map. No Hortapult for 40. Does he have a Hog Wild to back away? Nah, he's dead. Sylvanas will clear out the Sabrus her top. 192 on her stackage. 250 is the first milestone. No stacks lost upon death for her baseline. Vala, she's not died, right? Yeah, she's full Creed, or sorry, full Gambit. Full Mortgage talent at level 1 with the 25% bonus attack speed. Every death reducing 5. I wish you get all in on Sweden, but country law doesn't allow it. Well, you know my beliefs here. +0 and -0 are very important distinctions. Quoting my mod from the lowlands. Vala starts working on the Underworld boss. The enemy team will obviously have the better and stronger golem, but this would be sort of matching. You'd have 56 to 44 if my math is good on that one, which, you know, we all know my math is always perfect. We never question it. Time Walk's Pursuit gets vision of all of this. We do have a totem coming down. The Hortapult in from the Hogger as well. This is going to be Urel jumping in. Imperius gets the last of those skulls as well. 58 to 42, so a couple were picked up by the members of Team Germany, as Sweden is going to have one member back away. Big blue golem in the top lane, 9 to 7 in kills, nearly 12 minutes in. Haunted Mines, map number 1 of the final best of 3 of the day. Golem. No abilities or anything like that, though. Haunting Arrows from Sylvanas activated to stop the tower from firing. Root from Malfurion does land at the Vala. Easy throw dynamite with dense blasting powder. 35 stacks for the Journeyman cooking. Chromie's currently doing her best to clear out bottom lane, but I think she's going to lose the fort. Meanwhile, the rest of the team pushing in. Golem is still very healthy, like 75% or so. Heat Gate is going to be opened up. Sylvanas at 270 stacks. Even more than that, so she's got that 50% increase. That's a Celestial Charge into Avenging Wrath. There's a Cleanse onto Hogger with that Nature's Cure level 7 Malfurion. Couple slaps onto the Heat. Slam-a-Jam comes through, and that's the end of this pressure on the top lane Heat. Chromie did say bottom lane fort. That's got to be like 200. It's got to be like a triple-digit number. 428. Triple digits for sure. It is Team Germany. They've got about a level lead. No talent tier advantage at the current phasing or current level settings. Stun onto Muradin. Hortipult in from Hogger as well. The slowing sands from Chromie do come down. And that's going to be your Bloodlust and Rhaegar activated in the background. You can hear it. We do have Muradin trying to back away. Tranquility from Malfurion is active during this. The Celestial Charge misses onto Hogger. Haunting Wave plus. Sylvanas to back off. And a team fight does not go the way of Sweden. Germany, I think, is trying to chase in for more here. There's no defensive towers, and I feel like the players are rotating and moving like there are defensive towers here, like you have on Battlefield. I didn't look at when the golems went down, but I believe it's the same 3-minute cooldown from when the golems fall to the next objective contestable time. So until then, I think it's going to be some camps to be grabbed. Blue golem, of course, going to the bottom lane this time, so they're going to push up bottom lane. You can see the possession onto a couple minions from Sylvanas, that little sort of bluish, purplish fire around. A couple of those units are the ones possessed by her. And this will be Chromie grabbing a camp. So it's just grabbing camps. Sylvanas is getting really close to finishing her pinnacle. So if you are newer to the Sylvanas changes, there's a tooltip error here. So it should say damage heroes and structures with 3 stacks of black arrows. Upon damaging enemies 250 times, increase the damage bonus provided by black arrows by 250%. And the pinnacle is upon damaging enemies 400 times. Black arrows now heal Sylvanas for 25% of the damage dealt at 3 stacks, doubled against heroes. Mines are going to be entered in by Team Germany as they have the half a level lead talent tier advantage. Maybe they try and grab Yrel as she walks into the mines through top lane or something. She is showing clearing. There's going to be skulls immediately grabbed in the northeast section. Rotation down to the southeast from Team Germany. Actually, no, they're going to set up over here on the right side. But it is going to be a call for the top lane fort during all of this. So Team Germany's like, okay, let's just go ahead and split through the mines and get as many of these skulls as possible. If the enemy team's not going to contest us because we have the talent tier advantage, we're going to lose our fort. But we will get the vast majority of the skulls, and they will have the bigger golem guaranteed, as they have 52 already. And of course, the scaling is still there. You can still make it bigger and bigger and better. Mines, the Imperia steps in. Celestial Charge land of Sylvanas. She has the Haunting Wave, gets the teleport at the end. This is going to be a Bloodlust from Rhaegar with level 16. The Wrath of Majerus misses. There's going to be Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas onto Yrel as well. Vala vaulting in, the Celestial Charge lands into Hogger. He will be traded. Siege Giants in bottom will take down the enemy fort of Team Germany. And Dexon trying to back away. There's going to be some decent damage onto the Muradin as he gets a Nature's Cure from Malfurion. Starzerg is low. The enemy team does make it through that slowing stance. Finally, Imperius is going to be taken down, but can Vala get the trade or get some counter kills here? There's Uther Ghost Form helping Mr. Tycho. Dexon is going to be taken down by an auto, but Sylvanas gets the triple. And as we all know, actually it's a quadra-kill in the end. So the members of Team Germany, and they will get this objective. Rhaegar is going to work on a siege camp for the top lane. Time Walk's Pursuit gets vision of that one. Yrel respawning. A 100 golem to Germany. And it'll push him to the bottom lane. More defended. Top lane keep at about 50%. Bottom lane still has the gate available.
Of my golem's return.
How itty-bitty is this boy gonna be, and how big is this lad gonna look? Also, 5 stacks needed for Sylvanas to finish her pinnacle. Huge. She'll quickly steal a minion or 2 out of top lane. She steals all 3 archers. Time traps, by the way, inside the mines, just to get vision on those doors. I have to see this golem. I need to see the stats. I do see a bush party being set up here. I don't think Hogger's gonna get caught out from that one. He's so small. He's so big. Wait. Bush party. Celestial Charge into Malfurion. The Revenging Wrath. Malfurion gets deleted. Argabargle coming through. Divine Shield out from the Uther as well. Hortipult in from the Hogger. Without the Malfurion, they're still fighting in. Hansuka's getting low. So is Mr. Tycho, but Vala will be able to take down the Hogger. Oscar jumps out of the mines, activates the Ardent Defender. And a lot of German health bars are getting low. Timeout from Chromie denies the current kill, but it's inevitable. She dead. Muradin will be able to back away. Golem in the top lane is already cleared away. I don't know. I didn't even get to see the stats of it. I didn't even get to look at the stats. I didn't want to miss the bush party either, but yeah, that got like no value. But the Bush Party got massive value. Stalled out what would be a lost keep, I do believe. Slows down the enemy. Camp will be grabbed over to the side of Team Germany. Possession again from Sylvanas to bolster and push up this top lane wave. There's another Sapper camp on the south side available, as we do have 16s on both sides. Pull up the talents again for all of you wondering. Bala vaulting in. Starzerg looking for the Celestial Charge. Muradin bonked into the side of the wall. Dwarf launch. Hungering arrow. Wrath of Angiris does not get the kill, but it is still going to be Imperious, I think, with an auto. We do have boom, boom, boom. Sappers in top lane. Minion wave guarantees the keep. 265 stacks of 300 potentially for the Vala. She's died once if memory serves correct. Sylvanas baseline is done. 59 of 75 for the Journeyman Cooking.
Red team's core is under attack.
And we're waiting for 20s. We do have the Unraveling for the Chromie, though. 5-second duration afterwards for the Slowing Sands, as well as the minus 50 spell armor after 1.25 seconds. If only he had hit one more Thunderclap there, Captain Moron. Because he does have the reverberation for the cooldown reduction. So if only he had like hit one more enemy hero with a Thunderclap, he would have had it. Probably lived realistically.
Shall you breathe?
All right, the mines are opening up. Muradin's back. We got full 5v5 and 20 Talontiers are just about here. Muradin will get Vision. It'll be faster for 20 on those side of Sweden. Probably Gladiator upgrade, right, for Rhaegar? Seraphim, yep, Gladiator's War Shout. Increase the duration of, and range of Bloodlust by 100. The range on this is actually kind of funny if you've never seen it. This is the range right now. This is max. Oops, sorry. There's max zoom in Heroes of the Storm as an observer. You know, Rhaegar doesn't even just be able to see you to be able to get a Bloodlust activation. Bloodlust, by the way, is 6 seconds of memory serves right, so now 12. Bloodlust, Gladiator's War Shout, and that is Uther getting the double kill. Yeah, 12 seconds now because it's 100%. Well, that was actually huge for Sweden. They're going to go ahead into the mines and start getting some Risen Miner Skulls. Farflight Quiver for your Vala. We have the Redemption Impervious for the Imperious, as well as your Seraphim Urel. You've got your Withering Barrage for the Sylvanas, as well as the Tranquility upgrade on Serenity. Rewind Muradin. Hogger, what are we looking at here? Secret Stash? I don't think it's No Control. I feel like it's a Secret Stash. Sweden might get the comeback here. It might just do it. We'll see. Camp in the top lane grabbed again.
And unleash your boundless.
All right, we got another 0 to 100. I'll do my best. If there's no Bush Party, I'll do my best to try and see the weaker Golem. Bottom lane keep gate damaged. One tower taken down. Gate at 50%. Dude, this thing is going to be cleared before I can even check the stats. This thing is going to be insta-cleared. There you go. There's your stats if you want to take a look at them. Compared to Big Boy. Nearly 1,000 damage right now. 942. 72,633 HP. Golem in top lane is going to hit the core maybe 3 times and then die. I just want to see this really, really quickly. Oh yeah, this thing is going to get some scratching on the core shielding and it's dead. Team Sweden pushing into bottom lane. 69 stacks on the Journeyman Cooking. Hogger is still not taking a level 20. As the bottom keep is going to go down, the Golem's at 50% here. This one did get cleaned out. As I said, it's going to get some scratching on the shielding. That's it. Portapult in from the Hogger. No level 20 still. Bloodlust from Rhaegar. Time Bullet is low. Does have that level 20 redemption. And I see the golden swirl. Journeyman Cooking's done. Vala, Creed of the Hunter, fully stacked with per Barfly Quiver, and I do think this is going to be Team Sweden running it down in this bottom lane, and they will be able to get, wow, that was a beautiful Divine Shield onto Malfurious to avoid the Stormbolt. This is going to be a kill into Malfurion as well. The core falls, and Team Sweden turn things around post level 16, and they will be victorious here in map number 1 of our final best of 3 of the day. GG, well played.
How quickly the tide turns.
He did take Secret Stash at the end, after using Hortipult. Because he Hortipulted in, and I was like, did he take Secret Stash? He didn't, and now he has it. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. No Secret Stash value with the dive. Alright, chat, we're going to go ahead and roll out what could be the final block of ads of the day. If you'd like to support the stream, it's much appreciated. We are currently 13 subs away from our sub goal. If you'd like to help us push up for that, it's much appreciated. If you have a Prime or anything you'd like to use, now's a great time to use it. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being awesome. And we will see you after we get out of the ads and get into the next map. Or we'll see you in between that. We'll talk about food.
Battlefield of Eternity.
Welcome in to what could be the final map of the day. We are in the final series. It's a best of 3. Team Germany on the left-hand side, Team Sweden on the right. As Team Germany did have a pretty controlled map number 1 on Haunted Mines, and post level 16 just about in game was the sort of shift in momentum in favor of Team Sweden. So really, really well done from them. We'll see if they can capitalize and make this a 2-0, or if we get to the illustrious map number 3. The 10 heroes we saw in map number 1 for Haunted Mines cannot be played again on this map number 2, or possibly map number 3, as this is the Meta Madness style of draft. Of course, the bans only pertain to the current draft, as we will get rid of a Johanna. Team Germany with first pick, map choice coming out from the winning side of Sweden, since the losing team opted for first pick priority. So we're getting rid of like all the tanks out in the game. No tanks in this game. No tanks are going to be allowed. Maybe, Muradin was played map number 1, so we won't see Muradin available. He is really good for this map. Tyrael is up and available, and Tyrael does see quite a bit of play on Battlefield as well. Swift Retribution level 7 is a very common pickup for this map. Burning Halo can also be the direction, but I've been seeing a lot of Swift Retribution this tournament. I mean, the overall movement speed buff to 145% and a 25% damage or attack speed increase is really nice. So Dahaka will be removed as well. Garrosh, Johanna, Lucio maybe? Possibly a Lucio ban is really good for this map. Deckard isn't too bad here with his control, setting up potions. Ancient Blessings is also a common pickup. Hanzo could be banned. It's going to be Maev. So many Sweden teams. There's just as many French, Polish, and German teams as there are Sweden teams. Kaimo, did you all in yet today? Did you get to your quarter milli gamble? Is this the game? Blaze first picked. He was banned away early in the first draft map, or first map draft. There we go. Yeah, that phrasing was backwards. So Blaze is just solid. Attack speed, slow. You also have Twin Flame value for maybe Suppressive Fire level 7.
This is my jam!
Double Overwatch. We've got your Hanzo, Lucio for the side of Team Sweden. Good mobility from both of them. Yeah, there's, what is it, like 28 teams of the 32 we could have potentially had in this tournament. So yeah, it's really good. One of those teams is because of you, chat. One of those teams is because of you. The Finnish team is because of you. The players, the captain of that team was in here when I was casting one of their games from Heroes Lounge, and they literally said, if you get a level 2 hype train during this best of 5 series, we will sign up for Nations Cup. Chat literally right away got the level 2 hype train. Like, I jokingly was like, chat, get on it, and boom, we had a level 2 hype train out the gate. So thanks to all of you, you're the reason we have the Finnish team. Ana will be banned away on the right side. We do have the ETC and Li Ming picked up for the members of Team Germany. A Nubrak will be banned as well. Finland's gonna win the whole thing for chat. I want Team Finland to get a Finland. That is like the one thing I want for them, is I want them to get a Finland. I helped. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I'm proud of all of you. There's no sarcasm in this. I think we're all rooting for Finland silently because of the meme. But anyways, Nubrak and Ana were banned away. Someone go wake up. Crush, we got an Artanis for Battlefield of Eternity. Varian is also going to be grabbed. I think this is honestly just going to be some sort of mage. Like, I'd love for this to be like a Jaina. Honestly, a Jaina would be great here because you charge taunts, Hanzo poke, Jaina value. I'd like it. I'd personally like it. What do we got here on the left side, though? Last two picks, they're going to need a healer and possibly more race. That's a classic Rainer, dude. That's a very classic Rainer. I like the Anduin, honestly. I don't think it's Holy Word Salvation. There's just a few too many interrupts. Taunt is an interrupt.
I'm about to bust.
Hey, we're not even done with the draft. Don't bust yet. What's up, Blast? Dragon's Arrow, Soundwave, Taunt, Phase Prism. There's just way too... It's not going to be Holy Word Salvation. It's definitely a Light Bomb game. Stage Dive Light Bomb, maybe? There's a lot of interrupts for Mosh Pit, or you just land a 5-man Mosh Pit. But this, I'd like to see...
Ready for duty.
I mean, it can work. I just like the idea of the Jaina burst. Maybe I'm just an old fart in my ideas, but Varian charge taunt with a Jaina or Kael'thas or Gul'dan, like so that mage combo feels great. Maybe you're giving over some race, I guess, but I don't know. We're gonna see how it all works out. Crushnator, there he is. I see the Pyramid of Artanis. Wonderful, good. All right. Are we going to see a quarter milli gamble out from Kaimo Tripson? He has seen the drafts. He's seen game one, I presume. What if Finland gets Finland? Oh, then we'll have to find a new sound alert, I think. Oh, absolutely, Ninja. Absolutely. Leeming Rainer's a classic. At least you're our old fart, thank you. What is Kaimo doing? Quarter milli? Oh, I also need to hit my my American casting requirements. Yeehaw, pew pew. Hamburgers are the best thing that America has ever made. Who needs trains when I can drive a car across the country for hours on end? Ooh, I love driving across the country. Spending money on gas instead of sitting on a comfortable train. Who wants to sit on a train when I can sit in a car? There we go. Looks like we have a little delay on the load in here. I mean, that's kind of a way to put it. Though at the same time, Captain Moron, that's kind of like saying, well, I went to the blackjack table and I'm playing two spots at the blackjack table. So if I lose one and I win the other, you know. Alrighty, we are loaded on into map number 2, and let's find out if this is gonna be Team Germany on the left-hand side. We got Blaze the Evil, Dexon on the ETC, Shaq on that Anduin, Serenity, Li Ming, and Smidvarg is gonna be on the Rainer. The right side of the map, looking for the clean 2-0 in the final map, or final series of the day. Could be the final map. Will be Team Sweden. Mr. Tycho on the Hanzo. Hanzuka is your Lucio. Starzerg Zarya. Oscar the Artanis. And Time Bullet
5,
Varian.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
Kel, please. God, I wish train travel was so much better than the United States. I mean, nothing is wrong in the United States. Everything works perfectly. Couldn't even finish the sentence. All right, Adrenaline sit back for the Blaze. You're looking at your block party, ETC, Well of Lights, Aetherwalker, and Exterminator for the Raynor. You have your target practice Hanzo, Field of Heat Zarya, Escelerando on the Lucio, amateur opponent for the Artanis, which is going to be the increased damage on the Twin Blades to non-heroic targets. I think a lot of people think that it's just, oh, yeah, amateur opponent is just all auto attack. No, just the Twin Blades. And you got your overpower for the variant, by the way. Li Ming in top lane, putting some pressure onto the fort gate here. Woo! That is some decent damage onto this. If I'm like 69% sure that Serenity has an insane Li Ming in the repertoire. I actually think that this is like a comfort pick for them. I want to say, I vaguely remember them having a really good Li Ming game in the past, but maybe I'm misremembering. There's a lot of people I cast, so names start to blend together. Push off from Lucio into the Raynor. ETC is going to be able to give some block party stackage to the allies around. Going to the roulette wheel and betting on black and red. Yes, Crushinator, you nailed it perfectly. Power Slide lands onto 2. Chastise onto Zarya. Starzerg is low, but will not be taken down. Li Ming combination lands onto Hanzuka. But Lucio will get that speed boost active. It looks like we got a couple of resets coming out on the right side of our screen. Let's take a peek into top as Li Ming has opened up nearly the entire gate. One sidewall remains. Do I have vision? I do have vision. Tana's doing his best in this top lane, but the Evil is getting some wonderful siege value right now. Artanis is not going to chase it further, okay. Right side Sapper camp has been started a little early, in my opinion. They might wait for the specific timer. Usually you see like a 45, yeah, they're gonna wait for that, okay. Usually it's a 45-second capture. Because you want that 15 seconds for it to basically rotate into lane, and then as it gets to about here-ish, you want the Immortals to be dropping, so that way there's the contested timer. So this is gonna be a little bit early. The reason we talk about this is because the earlier you grab it means it's in lane, and the enemy team does have an opportunity to start weakening the Shaman. But it looks like the ETC is going to hang around down here. Barry and Lucy, I mean, the entire enemy team is just above him, but they're going to focus on the race. Zarya is going to go clear bottom lane. We do have Blaze working on top currently. The race between both sides is fairly close. A little bit faster, though, out from Team Sweden. High-arcing the Daylom, I see. Taunt into ETC. Varian is going to get hit with a power slide. Face melt to push him around. Immortal stuns are on the ground. No race coming out on the left-hand side, but there's going to be some well taps from Team Sweden here. Piercing Light with 1 stack, by the way. Speed Barrier level 4 on the Zarya. Raynor's currently working on the race on the left side. ETC power sliding through. There's going to be a taunt. The stun. Phase Prism from the Artanis mitigates the stun lockdown. And now, Varian's very low over here. Lucio's going to give some speed over to him. Oscar is unable to back away. Anduin is going to get first blood for the team. ETC face melts the Hanzo to death. And now Starzerg might be the next one to go down. Indeed. Time Bullet able to back away to the right side. This is going to be Team Germany picking up the... No, wait. I'm sorry. It is Team Sweden getting this. My apologies. I mortal dyslexia. Completely misread that. But this is not going to be a ton of siege value. Shielding's already broken into melee mode. Lucio's up here. Push off into ETC. Arcane Orbs flying out. Raynor auto attacks continue to pepper in onto the Immortal. And this is going to be a tower taken down. Some damage onto the gate.
The demon has fallen.
Artanis in bottom lane. Zarya's with him as well. Sonic Arrow scouts out 4 enemies for this top lane camp. Zarya's on her way. Hanzo's trying to get some Stormbow hits here. And there will be no contest over the camp for top. DC. Tar action right there. Paler pushing in. No Impaler for bottom. Blaze actually going to go check that or start it. He's going to start it out. All right. Artanis is tapping well. I don't know if he tapped well there, actually. No, it's not on cooldown. Top lane. Oh, actually, hold on. Top lane doesn't look like anything's really happening. Just some poke value back and forth. Let's see if what this 1v1 in bottom lane looks like right now. Twin Flames going out. Level 4 for the Blaze, by the way. Suppressive Fire. No attack speed debuff. Nanomachine coating. Rainer's on his way down to not respect the 1v1. Jet Propulsion lands once again. The Oil Slick ignited, which is going to be healing up the Blaze. Rainer's here, and Artanis is like, do I stick around? Lucio's just about here as well. Barrier onto the Artanis. The Evil's getting a little bit low. The Jet Propulsion misses. The camp will be going over the side of Team Sweden. The reverse aim from Lucio's active. The Evil's going to be taken down, but the Artanis will be traded. Dexon is trying to get out of here. The Well of Light is active. Sound Wave Subwoofer level 4 is going to be completed. The Leap of Faith is not going to be a Chimo Cleanse, and it's going to be a 2-for-1 in favor of the members. Team Germany. They lose the camp. They get the double kill. Subwoofer Lucio, by the way, rare level 4 pickup. Enemies within the first half of the Subwoofer range are knocked back by 75%. The reward for hitting 3, which was just achieved, increased the sound wave arc by 50% and its range by 20. Might be a pickup here to mitigate Mosh Pit, though I feel like this is a Light Bomb stage dive game. It's a hard timing, but it's doable. Alright, Heroic left side, Bunker, Wave of Force, Light Bomb, Hyperion, and it is Mosh Pit. Alright. Power slide onto the Varian. He's gonna parry for a moment. No shield wall, no level 10. Good step up from Germany to get a kill. And they're looking for the first half of this Immortal easily. The enemy team will get a camp. Power slide from ETC. Mosh Pit, he's under tower shots, but he's got a double Mosh and the Light Bomb. The pop-off from Serenity. The double kill from Li Ming, and that's a huge moment for Team Germany. 7-kill advantage. A definite level lead over the enemy. And this Immortal, which will be going into, I believe, bottom lane, right? Because top lane was weakened earlier from Li Ming. Siege. Absolutely tremendous mosh pit from Dexon.
Our glory radiates through this land.
Chat, does your glory radiate through this land? You want some Immortal stats, chat? Here you go. 16,200 points of health, probably similar in shielding, as we do have 1,236 damage in destructures. 618 standard. Dragon's Arrow going out, Hyperion from the Rainers, Sound Wave from Lucio, High Fives coming out, Expulsion Zone was used, Suppression Pulse in there as well, and Rainer will be the one taken down by Varian, and Jet Propulsion finds the Lucio. The power slide from ETC will come through. The Light Bomb connects onto your Zarya. Meanwhile, the Artanis and Varian were pressuring the Li Ming, but she will be fine to back away. We do have the Immortal moving into melee mode. Jet Propulsion landing onto the Artanis. He'll be taken down by the Anduin, as now a power slide finds the Varian. The Savage Spin from the Immortal is mitigated by the shield wall. The face melt on the Time Bullet. I think I called it a little too early before it now falling. Time Bullet might get hit with a power slide. Is there a Jet Propulsion? Power slide, Wave of Force, and Time Bullet taken down. The Immortal will get some damage out of the Keep Gate, but I don't think it's going to take it down completely.
Thus ends my assault on hell. I must rest.
The final Arcane Orb thrown back, some magic missiles as well from Serenity. ETC mounts up. It is going to be a level and a half lead, talent tier advantage to Team Germany. And I mean, that map number 3 is looking real promising. Alright. So a level to go for the 13 talent on the right side. Next Immortal phasing is going to be around 11 minutes in game time, I believe. And some siege onto the fort gate. You can never be too safe, Ninja. You can never be 6 layers too safe. Like a cake. Actually, it's very much like a cake, because the more layers, it kind of gets worse, right? Expulsion Zone comes out, the Bunker from Blaze. We do have him able to back away. Traded Heroics. And there's the Immortal phase coming up in roughly 25 seconds. Li Ming starts working on a left side camp. That's true, Captain Moron. That's true, bud. I never count anyone out. Bottom lanes here. What's up, Ragnaros and Stitches Suck? Happy Sunday, bud. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us. If I missed you earlier, sorry about that. All right, third immortal phase of the game. We're going to pull away. Actually, no, I'm going to leave the talents because we haven't seen 13s on the right yet. Taunt from Varian, Twin Blades from the Artanis, decent damage onto the Evil. The Mortal Strike is that minus 40 healing applied. Suppression Pulse from the Artanis, Expulsion Zone out from the Zari as well. ETC trying to back away. Lucio with the push off. The Sound Wave as well. It is Heavy Casters, level 13. Arcane Orb going out the Mosh Pit. Is there an interrupt from Lucio? Hyperion from the Rainer. That's going to be Artanis and Varian taken down. Zarya looks to back away, but Rainer and Li Ming have the sustained damage needed. And this is going to be Team Germany with an absolute quick first Immortal phasing, and they get the triple kill. The Immortal will go into top lane as it is the more well-defended lane. Li Ming is going to look to siege a little bit here in bottom, try and zone back Lucio possibly. She blinks in. This may have been a massive mistake. She'll blink out just fine. Mosh Pit, 80 seconds to go. Possibly less with that face melt encore level 13. Blaze is actually pushing top. Rainer's currently finishing the Immortal. Alright, it is a dang near 3-level difference. Talon's here advantage was 16 to 13.5. Juggernaut plating imposing presence for the ETC. Yeah, he doesn't have a unique name. I know Rexar and Misha have a unique name, which is, it does the exact same thing. Anduin with the Glyph of Faith. You got the Mirror Ball. Rainer's gonna be going to Rally and Cry. Pew pew, everybody. This is a fairly beefy Immortal for the top lane. Currently 32,000 points of HP, 1,436 damage from structures. Half that standard. Immortal still in range mode. It drops into melee mode once it loses its shielding. That's going to be a taunt onto the ETC. Varian looking to step up here. Whoa, that's a good Hyperion summoning as well. Yamato Cannon is dealing like 1,488 damage right now into structures. Keep is taken down. Immortal's at 60%. Team Germany, they want the core. And I don't think this is a bad call at all. Even if they all die, they lose a fort at most, in my opinion. I think you try and all in this. Mosh Pit from ETC. Dragon's Arrow goes out, lands on a few enemies. The bunker's done by the Blaze. We do have a few allies piling on in. The ETC is the first one to be taken down. The Light Bomb, self-cast on Anduin in the disengage. We do have Twin Blades going out. Varian still trying to chase in. Sonic Arrow to provide vision. Stormbow sitting here and there. Oil Slicks to slow. Leap of Faith is going to be good. Not Divine Dash, sorry. Dash with your Phase Prism. And that'll be only ETC dying, but honestly, that was still huge. And meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Catapult was fixated on the keep. They got 10% off the core. Next Immortal phase, oof, it's got to be like 45 seconds away from announcement or something like that. It's a really low cooldown for when the Immortal goes down to the next spawning. Daze gets the Oil Slick, sees the Artanis will Phase Prism in with the dash as well. No 16, but they do steal this camp with ETC still dead for 2 seconds. Nicely done. That's actually a good chunk of experience needed. Wave will be cleared out. 16 almost here. Can Sweden turn it around with the 16 talents, or will Germany just slowly eke out this victory in map number 2 and take us to the illustrious map 3? Oh, nice, Ragnaros. Nice. That sounds awesome. I've got schnitzel for dinner tonight. I took out some pork from the freezer yesterday after I was watching my buddy, our lovely friend Cav, was doing a cooking stream, and I was like, schnitzel sounds good today, so that's what I'm doing. Well, we have a 13th Flawless Technique Enjoyer, chat. Mr. Tycho, a Flawless Technique Enjoyer. Well, obviously Team Sweden's gonna win it now. Flawless Technique is just GG's, you win. You think it's going to be the first third map of the tournament? It might be. It might be. Let's find out. 16s for both. Blaze with some pressure onto Mr. Tycho. Gets a scatter to the side. 3 stacks, by the way, on that level 1 for the Hanzo. Time bullet's low. The Dragon's Arrow goes wide of the enemy. But a high five from Lucio saves the variant. Time bullet's going to be able to back away. The Immortals are on defensive sides. The scatter coming out from Hanzo as well. Twin flames from Blaze poking here and there. I just gotta look here really fast here, chat. Anduin twice, Li Ming once. The 30% range is there. Arcane Orbs poking in. Variant charged onto the Rainer, met by a power slide, jet propulsion, but the shield wall does interrupt a little bit of that damage. We do have a suppression, or sorry, light bomb out from Anduin as well. The bunker comes down from Blaze. A haphazard moment as the bottom lane keep has gone down to the Fallen Shaman. Top lane fort taking some damage. A mortal race is going to begin here. Taunt from Variant onto the ETC. Expulsion zone. Mosh pit! Interrupted. Good high five from Lucio right there. As the Immortal Savage Spin is going to push people up against the wall. The Variant going to try and back away. The Evil is getting really low. The suppression pulse from the Arcanus is going to be coming through. We do have the Evil getting a little bit low. Lucio wants the chase but won't be able to get it. The Immortals will swap to north-south sides. And the race, Oscar, is not going to be hearthing back because they do have... There's a catapult on their core. They're gonna just trust the minions will do enough here. No incoming catapults as well. Dragon's Arrow goes out onto 2 of the enemies. We do have Varian looking to step up, unable to chase in, but this Immortal looks like it's gonna go over the side of Sweden. Jet propulsion splashes onto a field. Power slide from ETC is pretty good. Varian's the first one to be going down. There's gonna be a wave of force on Mr. Tycho as well. Serenity is not gonna be able to take down Mr. Tycho. Is gonna try with the Arcane Orb, but Mr. Tycho goes up in the lane. And this will be Oscar now hit with the jet propulsion. Is he, or are they gonna be able to back away? Excuse me. Suppression Balls is available if he wants to use it here, but does not need to. And Varian dead. The Immortal will push bottom lane. Fallen Shaman was already cleared out in top. Got about, let's call it a third of that fort. But this is going to be a stall in the map. 76% remains on the right side core. The issue for Team Sweden is they are down by a significant amount of experience, as we're going to pull that up. And 20 talent here is almost here on the enemy side. A 12,000 difference in experience favoring Team Germany. They have a 6K advantage specifically in the heroic department. The Immortal in bottom, that has got to be... I'm calling that double digit. If it's double digit, maybe someone gives us up for how good I am. 64 HP! Gift your subs, because I'm just, you know, I'm an oracle out here. Called it. Double digit, man. Insane, though. Insane. Like, that Immortal not getting the fort by 64 HP. Alrighty, 20 on the left-hand side. Let's actually pull up these talents again. We were looking at some of the stat deficits there. Fortified Bunker, Ride the Lightning ETC, Repulsion, Raiders Roll, and your Censure Anduin. Alright, Hyperion Summon to start breaking through some of the core shielding. Magic Missiles flying in as well. Catapults being poked at by the Hanzo. Auto Cannon from the Hyperion gets a few big shots. I think it's going to get 2 in total. And that Hyperion does expire. What's up, Mr. Maximilian? That's going to be a high five Lucio suppression balls. There's going to be a leap of faith, but Blaze is the one to be taken down. That's actually humongous for Sweden. ETC is going to be slowing people down, but that's going to be a speed barrier from Zarya. The speed boost from Lucio, but the Phase Prism misses and is unable to get the swap needed. Waves will need to be cleared out. And we'll see the Immortal gonna be spawning here in 16 seconds. Oh, I don't wanna spoil any of that. Group A is completed. If you would like to take a look at it, exclamation bracket. I just don't want to spoil it verbally in case, you know, people want to go back and watch VODs or anything like that. If someone in chat wants to say it, you're welcome to do that. I just don't want to like verbally spoil things for my VOD and stuff purposes. But 2 teams have been eliminated. 1 team has made it to the league stage, and 1 team has made it to the last chance qualifier, which is happening in March 7th and 8th, I believe. First weekend in March, if memory serves correct. Immortals raced pretty close here. 2 seconds on a Blaze respawn. Team Sweden, 3/4 of a level for 20. Fallen Shaman pushing bottom. They're going to try and race this down. Varian charges into Li Ming, but she blinks to the side. Varian Has to use the parry, the shield wall, repulsion into the Immortal Stun. The Dragon's Arrow into the backline. Maybe creates space. Expulsion Zone. We have the Suppression Pulse as well. Moshpit ETC onto the Zarya. She will not be taken down for the time being. We do have the Immortal getting a little bit low, and that is going to be a lot of damage onto the core right now on the right-hand side. That's going to be Power Slide in from ETC after the Bolt of the Storm. And that's Lucio taken down. Varian falls as well. Light Bomb comes out. Oscar's the next one to go down. Hanzo's gonna finish the Immortal, but I don't think it matters, chat. This is the first map of the entire tournament, or first series that will take us into a map number 3. GG, well played. We got a 1-1 score. You love to see it. Oh, you're Millennium Ira? Oh, okay, cool. Liquipedia can spoil it, Smile? Well, my point is that I don't want to verbally spoil it, and if you want to know the results, you should go to Liquipedia. Oh, gaming club out here with some fighting words against Crushinator. Infernal Shrines! It's the last map of this series. I'm gonna give you guys 15 minutes on this gamble. You shoveled snow and your back hurts? You need to get better posture, and I don't mean that sarcastically. Seriously. Seriously, when you shovel snow, posture is super duper important. Moving a sheet of ice is how I herniated my L5S1. I moved like, I even told the hygienist, she's like, oh, how'd you injure your back? And I was like, I moved a sheet of ice. And she's like, I honestly thought this was an old people injury, but apparently now I don't feel so old. And I was like, anyone I've ever talked to with an L5 or any sort of herniated disc, it's never a cool story where I was like, oh, dude, I was with Sean White in the half pipe and we were doing triple McFlurries. No, it's like the person who did my MRI, she herniated her disc shoveling snow. I herniated my disc moving a 4-foot by 2-foot sheet of ice. So like 90 centimeter by 60, no, 120 centimeter by like 60 centimeter basically. It's the best I can do with conversions. Anyways, injuries aside, we've got Heroes of the Storm, everybody. Let's flip and go. It's a map 3. We haven't had one yet in this entire tournament. It's the first one. We're going to find out who's going to be the victor here in this Group B, Team Germany versus Team Sweden matchup. Now, for those that may have come into the stream late, this is the Mad Madness style of tournament, so it means that heroes that are picked and played cannot be replayed in this series. 20 heroes have been played. They cannot be played for Infernal Shrines. Bans don't matter. What am I missing? Oh, yes. The numbers do not correlate to seeding. They correlate to which of the numbered teams there are. There's 3 Polish teams, 3 French teams, 2 Serbian teams. Like there's some singles like Austria and Serbia. Sorry, the Czechoslovakia teams there's 2 of those. But this is basically just in the order of where they signed up. So this is the 2nd German team that signed up. This is the 3rd Swedish team that signed up. We are going to be going ahead and just using Germany versus Sweden for ease. I'm not going to say 2 and 3 because that's just a mouthful of words we don't need. That just catches you up in case you might have missed it. You don't understand completely why there's a number next to their name. Nothing to do with seeding, just correlates to which of those teams are in. So we'll still see Germany number 3, like, I think next weekend on Sunday. So it is your Dahaka Johanna band, Maiev and Junkrat removed. We have a first pick Hammer Tyrael on the side of Team Germany. Garrosh, Tassadar, and Thrall for Infernal Shrines on Sweden. As we enter into the mid-ban phase, we do need a healer on the right side. They could ban out something like an Ana if they want to get rid of any sort of nano boost. I could see nano boosted Thrall working, nano boosted Tassadar working as well. Sleep Dart could be nice. It's going to be a Brightwing to get rid of the polymorph and possible poke damage with Dream Shot onto Hammer, because Dream Shot on Hammer does happen from time to time. You get that range. You also get the trigger. And Dream Shot level 4, if you hit the center of Arcane Flare onto an enemy hero, you set the cooldown of Arcane Flare to 2 seconds. Exactly, Shy. Exactly. I see Johanna's always being sent to Toon World. God, you're gonna make me want to watch Yu-Gi-Oh tonight. I might just watch the last like 5 to 10 episodes because honestly, the last battles, it's ridiculous, but it's funny or fun. White Mane was banned away, so it is gonna be healer ban on both sides. Falstead and Deckard grab. I honestly, Team Germany's got a stellar draft here. I love the Team Germany draft already out the gate. Garrosh, Tassadar, Thrall. Medivh is up. If they want to do Medivh. Mephisto's not bad here either. I believe Chromie's already been played in this one. But I think like Mephisto wouldn't be too bad to like shade in and harass the hammer.
I play to win.
Oh, that would have been double mage. Never mind. I'm sorry. I talked to the Tassadar and everything. My bad. Sorry, everyone.
All shall suffer.
Completely just forgot about him. Alrighty. Well, Leorc will be the last pick. I'm not sure who I like more. I think I like the Team Germany draft more, but I think the late game is going to be Team Sweden. That's my kind of gut feeling. So I think it's going to be a Team Sweden victory in the end. What do you think? You got 10 minutes on your gamble still. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. Oh. Alright, one more map and then I can... Food. I just got like that wave of hunger. I mean, I have been talking for literally 5 hours straight. And as we're loading in, as you're getting your Twitch predictions in, thank you again, everyone, for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. A lot of places you can be watching Heroes of Storm content. A lot of places you can be watching content on Twitch in general. So thanks for choosing our Cozy Corner. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for being amazing. And thanks for being you. You're all awesome, and thank you again. If you're new to the channel, if you're lurking and you're not following, please hit the follow button. It costs you $0. Support the channel. We stream 6 days a week. We do a lot of Heroes casting outside of tournaments. We do a lot of grassroots stuff with NGS and Heroes Lounge, and any other stuff that gets sent my way. We also do. We also have some fun streams as well, like Hades 2 speedruns. We're going to be doing a From Software randomizer on Friday starting. We're going to do the randomizer roll on Wednesday, and it could be Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring base game, Elden Ring DLC, or, and this is the one I'm kind of hoping it hits, Bloodborne. There is a Bloodborne randomizer. I did figure out how to find it. It's just installing it, which I'm going to mess with tomorrow. Let's get into it, everybody. It's the final map of today. It's the final map of this weekend for casting. And we've got on the left-hand side Team Germany with your Sarity Falstead, Dexon on the Tyrael, Shaq on the Deckard, Schmidvarg is your Sergeant Hammer, and the Evil is Leoric. Right side of the map is Team Sweden. We got a Time Bullet Garrosh, Oscar on the Diva, Starzerg Thrall, Hanzuka Stukov, and Mr. Tycho on the Tassadar. The big question is, will anyone go for the $250,000 gamble? Will anyone put in $250,000 channel points, the max gamble you can get? Can we get this channel, this Twitch prediction, to hit the $500,000 mark? I believe in you, chat. I know you believe in yourself. Garrosh steps up. He's going to go into the unrivaled strength level 1 because he threw way farther than I anticipated right there, and absolutely, yep. Wrecking Ball range by 20%. That's why the Groundbreaker kind of missed there. There used to be an old saying that if you take this level 1, it makes it just so much more harder to do the Groundbreaker combo. Which, I mean, yes, but also no. You just gotta move your mouse in the right spot. Static Charge on your Tassadar. Thermal Lance is a little bit later on at 16 for the percent base damage. Auto attack falls set in the double soak, makes sense. You do have your Justice for All for Tyrael, Sapphire Deckard. When afflicting enemy heroes, the base Herodric Cube is a 35% slow. Sapphire adds 30%, making it a 65%. You do have your... Not Siege Tactics, sorry. The Advanced Artillery for the Hammer, and that's Fealty unto Death for Leoric. Diva's going to be going into the pro moves. You've got your Unrivaled Strength. We're all going to pick up the Echo of the Elements. We'll talk about that in a second. And the Low Blow for the Stukov as well. No stacks lost upon death for this level 1 for Thrall. The only stacks lost upon death for Thrall... Well, actually, there's other talents, but at level 1, it's just going to be Crush Lightning. Diva might lose mech here. She will. Falstead. He'll get some stackage for that. Will he be able to back away? Oh, no. Half a kill for a full kill. Thrall gets credit. So let's talk about that Thrall level 1, because it is slightly different for Echo the Elements now, as you do have milestone rewards. So after killing 20 enemies, reduce the mana cost of Chain Lightning from 40 to 20. Once you hit the 40 mark, Chain Lightning bounces an additional time and gains an additional charge, or gains an extra charge for the verbiage. And then the Pinnacle, which I prefer the verbiage of Pinnacle over Mythic. I don't know why, it just rolls up the tongue better. After killing 100 enemies, each Chain Lightning bounce forks to an additional target. It's pretty cool. We'll see how it all works out here. But level 4s are coming through on both sides. The Immortals will be spawning here in 5 seconds. And it's going to be the Immortal in mid lane. Sorry, the Punisher from mid lane.
Shrine will be active soon. Prepare yourselves for the slaughter.
Freaky is all in! Is anyone gonna match it? Ninja? Any dragons in chat with their horde of channel points? 48 stacks of the Falstad. He's about to hit the first pinnacle at the 60 mark for 20 damage. Second pinnacle, milestone. The first milestone, 60 for 20 damage. Second milestone at 150 for an additional 50, so that's 70. And then the pinnacle, you have a 195 damage increase. It looks like Sweden will get the first objective here. It's going to be a Mortar Punisher for the mid lane. The Orc is pushing up a Fallen Shaman in top. D.Va harassing Tyrael in the rotation down to bottom lane. Actually, other way around. Tyrael harassing D.Va in the rotation down because Hammer was sitting here wailing away, as we do also have your Siege Tactics for Hammer at level 4. Yo, what's up, Mr. I'm Stuck? Oh my god, we do have matching gamble! Nearly 50% as all, nearly perfectly balanced as things should be. 5% difference. Holy crap. Half a milli gamble in chat. Let's go! Let's go. Big channel points on the line. You love to see it for the final game of the day. Mortars from the Mortar Punisher firing out. Hammer slowly moving back with that Hover Siege. Falstad flying into bottom lane. Swift Retribution, level 7 for the Tyrael, by the way. Emerald for the Deckard, which is a 75% healing debuff for 4 seconds when afflicted. You do also have your secret weapon for the Falstad, for auto build for him. Range on the Hammering is extended by 30%, but while the Hammering is out and active, Falstad has 75% basic attack damage, or increase on his basic attack damage, excuse me. Which is going to have a great synergy with the level 1 the Hammer gains, since you heal for 20% of the damage dealt to the primary target. And you're also increasing your damage with the Frequent Flyer. And also don't forget that there is the activation of the Frequent Flyer for the 25% attack speed and Tailwind for 4 seconds. I think that's something we forget to mention quite often. 60-second cooldown on that activation. No augments to lower that faster. The Yorick has a wave pushed up into top. Did get the Fort Gate with that Fallen Shaman earlier. We are getting into 10 talent tiers in just a moment. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, see what the damage, healing, and experience does look like in the end. Falstad with a W applied to Starzerd. Sirene's not able to do much there, and this is going to be a barrel roll to safety after the Force Wall comes out. Lurking Arm with a Growing Infestation level 7 was put down on the ground by Hanzuka. A few healing pathogens bouncing around to allies, so the Shock Ray from Mr. Tycho. Getting that static charge built up. We'll check the stackage on that after we take a look at the experience and, I believe, KDA stats. I went full whale in the last tournament and lost it all. You didn't lose it. You're just sharing your channel points with the rest, comrade. They're not your channel points, they're our channel points. Arcade Punisher for the bottom lane, Gus, Sanctification, Stay Well and Listen, Blunt Force Gun, and the Entomb for Leoric as Team Germany pushes on to the bottom lane forward. Force Well from Tassadar with the Electric Fence. There's your KDA stats if you're curious, and we're going to see the talents in a moment at the bottom of the screen. Sundering, Flailing Swipe. Archon or Black Hole? I've been seeing a lot of Black Hole lately. Warlord's Challenge, D.Va. Oh, it's Archon. Is it going to be Micro Missiles or going to be Bunny Hop for D.Va? Sundering into the Stay Well and Listen to create some space, but there's a Warlord's Challenge out from Garrosh, and Hammer does go down. Stukov thrown in, because he can use the weighted push to slow down the enemy. Does manage to get a bit of harassment onto the Tyrael, but he'll get some potions from the Deckard retreating ahead. Apologies, we did lose the D.Va in top lane to the Falstead Leoric. Falstead with 126. He does get extra stackage from heroic takedowns, and D.Va mech does count as that. So it's not like he's getting 2.5 because it's a half kill. He gets the full 5. It's like when you kill a Viking, you know, you're not getting 25% of whatever value you're picking up off of heroic kills. You still get it. So taking down the mech is still really good for Falstead. A 5 jump is nice. And as I mentioned on the stackage, he's at 130. He's 20 away from increasing his damage by an additional 70. Or sorry, 50. Would be to 70. Bunny Hop D.Va, and it is going to be the Archon for the Tassadar, which I did think I forget to mention. Mecha Explosion, Entomb, Flailing Swipe, Scroll of Sealing, Gust. There's just so much. Stay well and listen, just now coming off cooldown, by the way. Sanctification up. Archon, Sundering, and Bunny Hop are available. D.Va getting her mech back. Sundering, there's a Bunny Hop in the back line. Siege Tactics from Hammer activated. Decker King gets a Scroll Ceiling. Time Bullet will be taken down. D.Va loses a mech. Oscar will also go down. The Punisher picked up by the side of Team Germany. Starzerg will tap the well and looks to rush on out of here, but this is guaranteed for to bottom lane in my opinion. Falstad is not going to join the allies. He'll actually fly into mid. Leoric was already coming up. Falstad's like, bro, I need to get the stacks. Get out of here. Seeing Hammer and HOTS games makes me always want to play StarCraft 2. I always recommend that if you feel like playing StarCraft 2, you should. You should also look into the GGG mods. They have Legacy of the... Oh, okay, Cat, hi. They have Legacy of the Memes, which is really good. They also have Real Scale StarCraft 2. It is hilarious. Real Scale StarCraft 2 is actually hilarious. Like, you can't see the mothership. I recommend looking into it. I forget the, it's like Giant Granite Games or something like that. If like Chess or Stark are around, they would for sure know about the Triple G stuff. And the mods are really easy to load in. Like, I can do it, and I don't know, like, any programming or anything, so... It's literally like, download a thing, point it at your StarCraft 2 directory, grab a zip file, point the zip file, or point the launcher thing at the zip file, and you're done. That's it. Anyways, my StarCraft 2 silliness aside, or just go play Archipelago, too. Archipelago.gg. Wonderful website. Taylor's throwing in, opening up mid lane gate. You have Hammer with the Hover Siege poking a little bit as well. A level lead in favor of Team Germany, possibly more actually, as they're about to tick into 15. The enemy a little past 13. Oh, Freaky and Forget What both know it. There we go. Thank you, buds. Appreciate that greatly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Falstad, just barrel roll and take down the D.Va, dude. You're literally not gonna take tower shots. And you get 5 extra stacks. Oh, really, Freaky? I know that they're, like, constantly making a ton of mods, I think. Or not constantly, but I think they're working on more mods. I don't follow too closely to it. But I think they're always, like, trying to make StarCraft more silly or, you know, something unique. But Legacy of the Memes is a really good time. I really recommend that one. It's gonna be Blood Force gunfired in, taking down the Garrosh, the Entomb, the Lurking Arm. I think there's a kitchen sink there as well. Sanctification from Tyrael will come down the Lurking Arm afterwards. Still getting silence. Starzerg trying to back away. Will trade into the Leoric. Next Immortal. I did not look at when the last one went down, but it's gotta be getting close, right? Yep.
A shrine gathers power. You will take it from me.
Zach, congratulations on 69th. Huge, bud. Alright, Hammer pushing bottom. Top lane Shrine opening up. How's the keep gate and top looking? Just fine, okay. It's going to be a little groundbreaker from Garrosh. Not connecting onto anyone. D.Va pilot mode. Just trying to clear out mid lane. Half a level to go for 16 on the right. But It still is I'll call it a level and a half lead. Falstead with nearly 40 stacks. So he actually looks to back away from top lane since he can't see the enemy, only seeing Tassadar in bottom. But they'll see the ping on this camp and be like, yeah, that's kind of expected. Decker's already in position for the objective. Starts out. Frozen Punisher in the top lane. 16 talent here. Grabbed off of top lane wave here. And we'll see contested objective, I hope. Uh-oh, Falstead. Uh-oh, Falstead. Uh-oh, Falstead. Root, Sundering. Barrel roll to the side. Gust is active. Groundbreaker connects. Indomitable Warlords. Good night, sweet birds. Swift wings for lunch. Thanks again for the fun stream last night, Cav. It was a good time to watch your cooking stream. Shock ray going out. Team Sweden back away from the shapes of Deckard Cain. 39 on the objective for Team Germany, though. They're waiting for their Falstead respawn. The Orc is hovering in top lane in case the enemy shows up, and he can just get a singular minion. Raid walk out. Paler for mid. And Paler for bottom as well. Fallen Shaman to bolster the top lane siege as well. I mean, Team Germany, this could be a push to win. I mean, there still is Keep Gate available on the side of Sweden. Still have that defensive measure there, but with a lot of the siege pushing up in top, I think it's going to be pretty good for Germany. Falstead gets a wave in mid. Jump up to nearly 250. So he's got another, what is that, 54 stacks needed. 54 minions, or like 1 minion and 11 heroic kills. Oh no, Falstead. Deja vu, I've been here before. As he barrel rolls to safety. Top lane wave is pushed up. Bottom lane is going to be managed. Team Germany are going to delay this objective till they get to 20, I feel. I feel like they're going to get to 20. Falstead will have his pinnacle. You might even go Nexus Blades, GG. I doubt it, but I mean, it's more attack speed, right? Where's Nexus Blades? Nexus Frenzy. So it's attack speed by 20% and attack range by 1.1. Baseline range is 5.5? Yeah, baseline. So you'd have a 6.6 range. Half a level to go for 20. Mid fort has gone down. Falstead pushing up the wave. One force gun fired into the objective. Gets the last skeletal defense. Are you serious? You're gonna burn a 70-second cooldown for one sapper. I love it. Leoric was right there, dude. I voted for Europe to win this game. Oh, did you now? Spoilers. It is Wind Tunnel. Respect the elderly, ultra capacitors, buried alive, and Holy Arena. It's feeling like it's going to be a push in to win, but let's see what ends up happening here. We do have Time Bullet pressured by the Immortal, the Punisher, apologies. Archon from Tassadar is activated. Frozen Punisher locking down structures for a few seconds. Is Punisher jump over into Diva. Barrel roll in from Falstead. The Wind Tunnel pushes the enemies into the Hall of Storms. Actually, Tassadar is kind of awkwardly locked off to the side. And now we have a massive minion wave in bottom pushing up onto that keep. Can Germany end right here? Lurking arm down from Stukov. Sergeant Hammer working back. Sorry, I was looking at the level 16 from Decker because I wasn't sure if he was Scroll of Stone Curse. Bottom lane keep is being taken down. By the by. Hammer will be able to get the garage kills. We were pivoted away for a moment. Sanctification down from the Tyrael. Diva Pilot will fall as well. And that is Pinnacle for Falstead. Mithril Mace for the Leoric. Thrall loses any of his Thunderstorm stacks. He was almost at the Pinnacle. 3 away, but this is Team Germany with the reverse sweep. Not as flashy in a best 3, but a reverse sweep is a reverse sweep. Well, that was a fantastic day of games. A solid 5 hours of best of threes. Thank you, everyone, so very much for hanging out. What a close healing. Oh, God. Less than 500 difference between the two of them. Beautifully done. But at this time, we are going to go ahead and pay out the gamble.